Hey there everyone, well today's video is going to be in a mix of Vietnamese and English, but mostly in English because as you know, English is my preferred language. Please be kind, and it's hard enough as it is to stand here and speak into a camera in my native language anyway. Hey there, so today I'm in this... Hey there, so today I'm going to eat one of my... cố gắng. Sáng nay tôi đi ăn sáng ở Quán tẩm. Nhưng trước khi làm điều đó, tôi sẽ đi xe máy đến Quán Nắm, aka Chưa Lớn, aka Chinatown. For those people who are familiar with Saigon, you will know that Saigon has probably the biggest Chinatown in the world. Anyway, tôi sẽ đi uống cà phê tại một cool cafe or cool coffee shop inside an old French colonial era building, which is pretty cool, and I think you'll enjoy that. And they also happen to have a pretty good café soda. Now, I'm going to explain what that is once I change hands because this camera is really heavy. Just hang on. Okay, so that's better. Now, café soda, it's pretty self-explanatory for those who are uninitiated, but café is coffee. Sữa, in this case, is condensed milk. If it's fresh milk, it'll be sữa tươi. I hope I've pronounced that correctly because I always get it wrong, and if I say it wrong, it sounds like bad smell, I think. So please correct me in the comments below. But as I said, be kind. Yeah, so sữa is condensed milk and đá is ice. So that's literally coffee, milk, ice. Okay, so what else? Sau đó, tôi muốn đi ăn món mì yu thịt cua miền ở Quán Tẩm. So we're going to go back over the canal from District 5 into District 8, which happens to be a kind of mini Chinatown in its own right, because decades ago, many Vietnamese with Chinese heritage moved into the area, and as a result, there's some great food to be had there. So let's go and have this coffee, and then I'll take you over to the noodle joint so you can see what I'm talking about. Đi thôi. Is it on? So here I am in District 5, and I'm at my favourite little sneaky parking spot with my friend here who looks after my motorbike, which is just there somewhere, and it's really good. So I can go and walk around the neighbourhood and not worry about the motorbike. If you want to know where this is, let me know in the comments, but he's very friendly, and make sure you look after him if you park here. His parking is really cheap, but he appreciates a little tip if you want to park here for a little bit longer. So look after him. He's a great asset. Yeah, okay, so let's hit the road. All right, see you, Em. See you later in a couple of hours. Okay, thank you. Okay, so here's a mate of mine. Oh! Ciao! Khỏe không? How are you? Hey! So, he sells tickets here. So he's been selling tickets here for a lot of years, and this morning when I rode past him, he spotted me before and he's out waving. So obviously he wants to make a sale as well. So he'll sell these tickets for like, bao nhiêu tiền? Mỗi ngày, huh? Mỗi ngày. Yeah, okay, so 10,000 dong. So I think I'll buy a ticket for him. And it might be a little bit of good luck for me as well on today's trip. All right. Okay, there we go. Lucky one. Lucky one. Come on. Thank you. All right, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Chúc mừng 50. Chúc mừng 50. So this is Schmor's Cafe. I don't even know if I've pronounced that correctly. Anyway, it's one of the most popular cafes in the neighbourhood, and it's a great place to come for a coffee before sightseeing around the area, or afterwards to cool down in an interesting environment. It's inside a French colonial era building, so there's a nice contrast of old and new, as you can see. So you can get a feel for what Saigon's like in these old buildings that you come across around here. Plus, an added bonus is that the coffee's actually pretty good.
and comes at a reasonable price for somewhere like this, which is quite a bit more upscale than other cafes in the area.
I think I'm going to sit out here and have my coffee because they're playing some pretty loud music in there and I'm worried about the copyright on my video, which is not too bad. I mean, the weather's beautiful at this time of year. It's just the noise from all the traffic. But I'm sitting here opposite probably one of the more iconic buildings in all of Chinatown. If you do a search online for this area, this building will come up. Unfortunately, it's in a bit of a state of decay, which is quite common for a lot of these sort of, I guess what you would call heritage buildings in Saigon. It would be great to see it done up in the future and not bulldozed. At the moment it's got a camera store in it by the looks of it, and you can see that there's plants growing out the top of it, so it needs someone to spend a little bit of money on it and put a little bit of love into it. It'd be great to see it done up. So before we cross over the canal to go and have some breakfast, I just wanted to show you a location just up from the coffee shop where I just had the coffee. And this street here is Dao Street in District 5 in Jolon. It's actually a very famous location. It's hard to imagine that about 100 years ago, if I was standing in this location here, I would have been in Asia's, not only Southeast Asia's, but Asia's biggest nightlife district. And right here, right behind me here, it's actually all boarded up at the, it's a cultural house. It was the site of Asia's biggest casino back in the day. So before 1975, I believe it was called the Grand Monde, if I'm not mistaken. And I believe that monde in French is world. And this place happens to be called Taeyoi. The Taeyoi used to be a water park. There's now a coffee shop there, but in Vietnamese, Taeyoi is the world. So, you know, there's a little bit of history living on, a little bit of the sordid, dark, kind of sleazy history of Saigon. I believe just ahead of me here, somewhere in this area, was also Asia's biggest brothel. And this was the place where people came to gamble, to pick up women. There are a lot of places of, what would you call it? Ill repute, would that be the word? Back then, Jolon as we know it now was separate from Saigon. And, you know, obviously in the past decades, it's grown into a bigger metropolis. And so Jolon has been subsumed into the city of Saigon. But this area here used to be the place to come for nightlife, and I believe there was also a tram line that ran up the middle of it as well. Very interesting. It's hard to imagine now. It's fairly run down. The cultural house behind me doesn't really show evidence, any evidence of that past history. Oh, hello. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm Vietnamese.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, good. Đi đâu?
Đi tập thể dục.
Tập thể dục. Ở đây hả?
Yeah,
Ở đây. Badminton. Yeah. Chị sống ở đây? Sống gần đây hả?
From here, 2 minutes.
Oh, 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. All right. You're
You living here?
yeah, I live here.
Vietnamese.
No, only a little bit. I was just telling people that I'm trying to improve. Nhung cố gắng.
Em cố gắng.
Yeah, mỗi ngày đang học tiếng Việt. Nhung cắm nhỏ.
Đến vợ Việt Nam đi, nói nhiều chút.
Yeah,
Hiểu
chụp.
nhiều chút.
Yeah, đúng rồi. All right, thank you. Thank you for talking to me. Bye bye. Thank you very much. Chúc mừng năm mới. Yeah, bye bye. Okay, so that's it for the history for today. I might have to do a video about some other aspects of Saigon history in other videos, but I'm hungry now, so let's cross the canal and go and eat those noodles that I've been talking about. It's a bit sketchy under this bridge here. But we're not far from our destination this morning. Okay, so I know this might look kind of hot and tiresome and smoggy here in Saigon doing this thing, kind of filming during the day, but it's actually in the morning and it's January, so it's the coolest month really of the year in Saigon. So, sorry, I've just lost my breath climbing up the stairs to this bridge, but it's the best time of year to be out and about filming like this because I haven't actually sweated up yet, so I should really be out filming every day so I can pump this channel up a little bit and just get better at what I do. We'll see how I go. So this is Java Bridge and it spans the canal from District 5 to District 8 where the noodle place is. So if you're looking for this noodle place, if you want to come and try it out, look for this bridge. It's Java and it's named really after, or it's borrowed from the word Java, because on this side of the canal, sorry if I'm yelling because it's super, super loud. I need to be able to hear myself, even though I've got the mic on. I think. Yep. And so back in the day, before 1975, there was a significant Indian population here, and I believe Malay and Indonesian as well, but predominantly Indian. And Java, the word for Java, is obviously from the island of Java, and it was sort of used as a catch-all phrase to refer to basically anyone who wasn't Vietnamese at the time. So anyone with darker skin and looked Malay or Indonesian, and they lived right here. And that bridge, even though it's a new one, I think it's been developed or replaced many times over the years, that location there is quite a historic one in the history of Saigon. Đang quay phim. Okay, all right. You have to. Okay, so let's put can I satay, huh? Satay. So satay, maybe this much. I've got the owner and chef holding the camera. So, bao nhiêu? Okay. Okay. I like to put some chanh in it, but I don't know. Yeah, lime. I don't know if he likes me to put it in, but I like to put a little bit of that in there as well. Whoa. Hey. Jambe. Don't really have lemon in Vietnam, not really, not usually, and mix it up and let's try. Hey, look at the size of this, look at the size of that. Tên là gì? Sui cow. Sui cow. I always get the pronunciation wrong. Oh, all right, let's try it. Has to be one of the best. Savoury, a little bit spicy because I put the spice in there, a little bit of sour because of the lime, and inside, have a look at that, he's got pork, thịt heo, thịt heo và tôm, shrimp inside there, but it's absolutely huge. Yeah, very good. Very good. So highly recommend it. Make sure you come and see these guys. District 8. You don't have to walk. You can get a Grab taxi or something like that, or a motorbike. I'll leave the address in the description, of course. And I'm going to eat this and probably head home after this, and have a sleep because it's such a good dish. All right. Thank you, sir. All right, that's it for this one. I just love that place over there. It's not only great food, but the people are just super friendly and they always welcome me with open arms. And even when I'm late, they close early, like 11:30 or something like that. Or just when they run out. But they always seem to find a bowl of something for me and clean up around me or whatever if I'm late. But 50,000 dong for one bowl of that awesome sui cow. and a drink on top of that. So 60,000 all up. It's in District 8. It might be a little bit out of the way, but if you're adventurous with your food and you're sort of an adventurer in terms of travel, it's a really awesome spot to come. The coffee was really good too in District 5. So, you know, you can create these little sort of itineraries around Saigon that are off the beaten trail. They don't take all day. I've been out and about for the last couple of hours, that's it. I'm probably going to go to the market nearby. There's a cool little market there, see what I can pick up or see what I can find. Maybe for another video I'll feature it. So yeah, keep this place in mind. It's a great little area, and you know, it might be an alternative to the hustle and bustle of Chinatown across the way. Okay, that's it for now. I'll see you in the next one.